Hello. Hi
Hello.
there.
I always kind of dance
I
while
always
the
do
beginning music is
too.
on.
I like it. It's a Sweet Subversives theme song. It was
It
like
is.
da, da, da,
It
da.
is. It is very cheerful.
It is. It makes me kind of feel like this.
Ready.
It's ready. It's our good time of the week. It's the Wednesday Hump Day fun time where Kara and I get to play and you get to join along. It's super fun. So
That makes me think. What music or what song do you play to pump you up?
oh my God, there's so many songs. Like when I want to kick ass, like ACDC has Thunderstruck and it's like,
Mm.
Thunderstruck, and a lot of times 80s music, it's just super fun. And I'm just like, yeah. There's that one song, Walking on Sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine.
Very cheerful.
Whoa, look,
Hi,
it's
Debbie.
Debbie Walker. She's walking on sunshine. Whoa.
Yes.
It was kind of like a psychic moment there. So, yes. I mean, there's so many good songs. How about you, Kara?
You know, like my song that gets me just is
Yeah.
Tom Sawyer.
Oh, yeah. Today's Tom Sawyer. High on you. That is a super fun song. Um,
And
I
I don't
think
even particularly like that band, but I
there's a
love that song.
what is that song? Oh, I keep thinking like when we went to the Huskers game, they played it during it, and it's like I keep thinking it's Stand, but it's not that. It's
Sale.
Sail. And whenever I hear that, I always think of like football. I don't know why, but it got so into my brain every time they'd play that. So when I hear it now, I'm like, yeah. I think it's kind of cool. Like there's just certain songs you hear it and you're like, let's
I know.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, I mean, like, that's one of the things I've been doing a lot lately. And I think our theme today is a little bit of self.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
yeah.
oh, oh,
Good job, David.
oh my God! Or
Yes.
but it's like Bon Jovi. It's my life. It's now or never. But I'm gonna say immigrant song. Since I'm kind of heathen, it's like I think of like I'm wearing like my biking gear and have an axe and I'm going into battle. Dun, 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 dun. or if you want to get more obscure, like they have this immigrant song. They have immigrant song kitten. Google that on YouTube, and
I
it
I
is
will have to Google
it is so awesome. And it's just these cats that
that.
are
They're
going.
meowing it, right?
Yeah, well, no, I mean it's to the song, but it's just like they come from the land of the ice and snow and the cats are like they're getting ready to go invade, and that's all it is. It's nothing
Oh my God.
special. It was like one of the first weirdo things I saw on the internet, and I'm like, I will never forget it because I love the song and I love that weird.
Mine was Two Girls, One Cup, but that's a different thing.
No, don't look that up.
I had to actually show someone what that was because I think I had found the only person alive in the United States that had not seen Two Girls, One Cup
And I'm
and
just gonna
didn't even
say,
know what it was.
if you don't know, you shouldn't look. If this at this point, like you're probably too pristine of a human being, and if you see it, it will ruin you.
And
So
he tried to act like it was no big deal, and he got partway through it, and then it gets to a certain part in that, and he was like,
yeah, yeah.
and
I
I'm like,
mean, it's
yes,
Flurparama time, man. Like literally.
yes.
Yeah. I mean,
David hasn't seen it.
don't look. Don't look. Don't look.
Google it.
No, 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 no. My life
Google
advice
it.
is this year's too demented enough. You don't need the dumpster fire that goes on your brain forever. Um, you do know what it is, right? Good, Debbie. Yep.
Oh, Bendixson.
What did he
Yes.
say?
The live in the air tonight. Yeah, that everyone does
Oh,
the
bum, bum,
reactions to
bum,
on
bum,
YouTube.
bum,
Yes.
bum. The drum part. That's what I hear. I feel like the explosions should be happening behind me when I hear that song. You're walking in
Mhm.
the room. It's like, oh man. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Right? I mean, that's kind of a thing. Like you get yourself into a better mood just by having the right music. I love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is kind of what we're talking about tonight. So we're going to be talking about self-care, but we're also talking about self-soothing and self-care. And we tend to confuse the two. And I confused, oh my God, David Googled it, life ruined. Yes.
That was a little
Ah,
too fast. Did you watch it really quickly? I'm so sorry.
yeah, you didn't get to the good part. I can tell you that.
The live one is times 100. Oh man, I'm gonna have to
It
look
is.
at it.
It is. You got to watch that. It is. It's really good.
Oh
But when
man.
we talk about self-care and self-soothing, and we're going to focus more on self-care tonight. So,
Yeah.
so self-care is about building up resilience and your ability to thrive and move forward, right?
Right.
And self-soothing is more like your emergency break when something
Like,
is bad happening or little mini crisis or that kind of stuff. So like self-soothing, me eating a bag of Doritos, right?
me
That's
getting
self-soothing.
chocolate and a glass of wine and going, ah!
Right. Self-care would be eating an apple instead because like I
Yeah.
feel better afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And I got something a little sweet and I'm happy and it was crunchy and all that kind of stuff. And it's better in the long term,
Yeah.
right? And
You're
building
doing
resilience.
good for your body and yourself.
Right. And it's not that, eating Doritos is necessarily bad. Once in a
No.
while, that's okay.
Yeah.
Having chocolate, having wine, that's okay. It's when your self-soothing turns into a constant distraction so you can numb yourself or avoid things,
Yes. And a lot of
right?
us have been doing a lot of that this year.
Right. So we're going to focus more on self-care, right?
Yes.
That's a better thing. Oh man, Mark, you're killing me.
I know, right? I can't. Should I even put that up on the screen? It makes me want to cry a little.
Yes. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah, man. Oh,
Oh, yeah. And
roasted.
those are the kinds of things that you got to build your self-care up for so that they
Yeah.
don't knock you off balance. Because if you have good self-care habits, because they're habits, right? These are things
Yeah.
you regularly do. You do not have as many crises where you either freak out,
Great.
um, or where you need
Well,
self-soothing, like
it's
emergency self-soothing
it's the difference between like survival mode and being thoughtful
and
about
thriving.
and thriving with
Yeah.
everything that you're doing. And that's, I mean, some of us are in survival mode lately, but
And I talk about this as I'm filling up my wine,
all right, I'll be like, oh yeah,
which
let's do some healthy options.
someone remarked on one of our previous ones
Yeah.
at the speed of which I could fill my glass over and over. I'm just saying that was rude. That was
I
rude.
mean, they
It was
shouldn't
funny.
call you out on it.
They totally called me out on
Dude,
it,
it's our own show. We can drink as much as we
right?
want.
I got called out big time.
Damn. Did you? I mean,
Judgy people.
judgy shit. Well, and that's, I mean, and that's my disclaimer in all of this is we're gonna give you like good tips, but we
Right.
also are not judging because sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. And you know what? Sometimes you just want to eat the bag of Doritos and it has nothing to do with it being stressful or anything like that. It's that they're freaking
Oh, I
tasty.
love
And you're always
Doritos.
hunting after the one that has all the cheese on it. You know how you're like opening the bag and you're like digging in there and you're like, you pull it out and you hold it up like a freaking trophy and you're like, look at all the cheese on this one.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You know they put
sometimes
crack
it's that.
in that because it's so good. It's addicting. It's lovely. I love the cheese. It's one of the foods my cats wants to eat. They don't really like people food much, but they love Doritos. So there's something. Oh, Cool Ranch, Ryan
Cool Ranch
Waterbury.
is also delicious. That's my backup.
I think it smells funny to me, and I don't know what it is about it.
It does smell funny. Oh my
good.
God. 2 bags of Doritos.
Oh, now hey,
That could
that
be a
could
fun
be a
video.
thing. Like Kara and I are like eating Doritos.
Oh my God, Ryan, you're killing me.
Oh my God, fried chicken with Cool Ranch? That sounds freaking amazing.
I have to do this.
You know,
I have
okay,
to
I
do
would
this.
say like this last
That's happening in my air fryer.
like a couple months I was on a diet, but now I'm not on the as strict of a diet. So
Mhm.
one of the first things I did eat on my more higher calorie day was Doritos. And I was like, oh my God.
They're so good.
They're so
So
good.
delicious. Oh my
Oh,
God. Oh
oh,
yeah, Ryan always posts the best
he's got the food
recipes.
porn.
So if you are looking for really good recipes, and I don't mean nutritious,
Yeah.
I don't mean diet, and I'm
No,
not saying low calorie, but if you want like out of this world food, you got to go to Ryan Waterbury's um, Facebook.
Facebook.
He posts amazing, amazing ones.
Yeah.
Now, for self-soothing, a lot of people like they'll shop, and I have done a lot of 3 a.m. shopping,
Oh yeah. Here, I'm
and
gonna
I
find
have something that I want so bad right now, and I spotted it out at 3 a.m. But here's the problem: I still want it really bad.
do you? Like
Really
this?
bad. I want those so goddamn bad. I could
Oh,
not walk in them. I could not stand in them. I don't know where I would wear them to. I am not a floral person. Like, I don't do
they're
flowers,
amazing.
but
Can you
I would wear the shit out of those.
there's flowers in them. And okay, I'm gonna tell you, like when you sent this to me the first time, I didn't see it as close up as I am now. And I thought there were little cut off toes in the inside. And I was like, the pink flowers, I didn't realize were flowers. I thought they were toes. So you're like collecting toes of your enemies.
That's dark. That's dark, Heather.
I
You've
went
gone to
really
a dark
dark.
place. But I want those shoes so bad. And I will tell you, so this was a 3 a.m. shopping thing where I'm like at 3 a.m. and I can't sleep and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my
And if
God.
those were not $240,
Oh,
I
they
would
would
have
be on your feet right now.
I would have clicked buy.
Oh my God, I love them though.
So that would be my self-soothing at 3 a.m.
Do you want to see my 3 a.m., Kara?
Yes, I want to see Heather's 3
Mine
a.m.
is demented. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Okay, this is a
What?
really weird thing. I wanted. I'm kind of mad because they're gonna make us wear masks, face shields at work, with masks. So I thought like maybe I should get a chrome mask so they can't see my face because technically I'll be wearing a mask, right? But I kind of was like
I
obsessed
like
with
it.
this. Because then, I mean, like people are in the comments, they're talking about like I got this on purpose to wear while I was shopping because the world has lost its collective mind. It certainly worked for that purpose.
Yes.
And one guy said he wore it to scare his son who wasn't like cleaning his room, and then he just stood at the top of the stairs wearing it, and then the kid's like ah, and the wife was like, "You shouldn't do that," but she laughed for 2 hours.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So this one isn't $200; it's
Yep.
$20. But I can't see myself buying it. But at the same time, I keep looking at it over and over again.
You
So
know, I have things like that saved in my like on a list.
oh yeah,
And every once in a while, I just look at them and I'm like, do I pull the trigger?
do I
But again,
do it?
shopping is self-soothing.
It is, and sometimes I bought
A little
really
bit's okay.
some stuff as long as you're not going out of your budget.
Yeah.
Like little things here and there,
Going
not
into
so
debt.
bad, not so
Oh my
good.
God, Travis wants to do a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe for Kira to get
Great to get her
her crazy
shoes.
birdcage shoes that also have flowers on them.
Oh my God. Or
I could
or
wear them. I could wear them to LP events.
oh my God. I think it would be just like awesome, but you probably like you wear them once and then you'd wipe out or something. You're like,
I would
never
have to have
again.
people carry me.
I know, right?
Like, I
Which
don't
is
think I could actually walk
awesome.
in them.
I always wanted to have a litter where they like carry you around, and like you
Mm,
sit there and you like eat grapes and stuff. Like
I
how
like that.
awesome. So you could look like a goddess. Why not? It would
I
be
like it. I
awesome.
like it. That could happen. So let's jump on to. So we're jumping away from our crazy badness. And
Right?
we'll go into things that could actually maybe help or be of value.
If you want to.
I know, if you must.
Oh,
Fine. So, I mean, some of the basics of self-care is like, you're eating healthy foods, you're exercising, you're taking care of your personal hygiene.
yeah.
You're taking, whether you want to term it spiritual, religious, meditative, whatever. Um, you're taking care of your medical needs. You are, you're making sure your finances are good. And I think you have something up that shows kind of different categories
Yeah.
of
I
different self-care. Oh my God, other people are finding like amazing, amazing shoes for me.
know, like, that could be a whole different thing. We can, like, get Kara shoes. Oh my God. And I like that on the picture of the types of self-care, the physical was shoes. So it's obviously a physical need for you, Kara.
It
Like,
is. It
you're
is. I
like
I
up
need
there
it
with sleep and
so
stretching and
freaking bad. I
walking.
can't even stand it.
I love it. Yeah, and
But yeah,
like,
physical. I mean the bare parts of it,
yeah, you gotta exercise. I mean, and it doesn't
little
mean
movement.
you just gotta get up every hour and walk around. And I mean, I work at home a lot now, and I can't just sit in this chair all day. I need to get up and move around, maybe go outside. It's not a bad
Yes.
idea. And sleep is part of the physical. I mean, so many of us,
Yeah.
like, I forget to go to bed sometimes because I'm like, oh, I'm reading, and all of a sudden I'm like, it's midnight, and I got to get up at 6 in the
And
morning.
yeah, and sleep is super important because when you get sleep deprived, it causes irritability, poor
Oh yeah,
cognitive and function. It impairs your reflexes. You can get into accidents.
you can
Uh,
get sick.
now, if you get into like a chronic sleep pattern, it can dip you into chemical depression and anxiety,
Oh my god,
and
yeah.
that's a hard one to get out of. And so, for sleep, and this is something I need to work on. This is something I struggle with so hard, which is why people are used to, um, they're used to me answering their emails at 3 a.m.
So you
because
do
I wake
that.
up at 3 a.m. and instead of being angry, I decide to just do some work and see if I can go back to sleep.
Yeah,
Um, but some of the things is, create like a short, easy bedtime routine and don't deviate from it. And
yeah.
so I have started trying to do that. And I have like lavender essential oil and I put it on my pulse points before I go to bed because I'm a side sleeper and I curl up like this. And so I'm like sniffy,
Yep.
sniffy. Um, and I know they say to stay away from your electronic devices.
You,
This is my worst. I sleep with my tablet under my pillow.
oh yeah. That's why that 3 in the morning shopping stuff happens every now and then, isn't it?
It is. It
It's so
is.
convenient.
I know. I know. So yeah, so I mean sleep is really important. And when they talk about exercise, that doesn't need to be like a formal, like you're going to the gym, right?
No.
It just means movement, like
Yeah.
regular movement that you're incorporating into your life.
It could be walking, it could be doing housework, like stuff where you're moving around, like just don't sit all day, you know?
Yes, exactly, exactly. And it could be instead of like when you're grocery shopping, instead of taking the cart when you have just a few items to pick up, you pick up the basket, right? So you're not leaning on the cart. I mean, it's every little thing, right? So
Right.
just start changing some things. Think about activities that you like to do, and then how do you fit them into your life naturally so that it's not a chore.
Right.
Because self-care isn't a chore. We may look at it that way, but it isn't a chore. Self-care is about saying that you as a person are worth it. You are worth your own time, effort, you're worth cherishing, right? So,
Absolutely.
getting that movement in. So, I think that's really, really important.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of combine my physical. I put music on and I will like dance, while I'm doing stuff, sometimes cleaning stuff, but I'm dancing and doing it. So I
Yeah.
feel like it checks a couple of the boxes, like it's physical, but it helps my brain kind of de-stress too. Dancing kind of just yeah, I mean, you can't dance angry. I don't think you can. I mean, if you do, it looks really weird, but eventually you let go. It's kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
So also emotional.
Oh yeah. Um
And I, when we're talking about emotional, a lot of people think that means deeply focusing on yourself. And maybe that is for you. But for me to have emotional equilibrium, it means I need to focus on other people.
yeah. And maybe that's a good thing for you because that caregiving part of you
Right.
soothes you. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think one of the things I like on this list is they talk about forgiveness and compassion and kindness. And like I see so many people get so angry on the internet lately and they unfriend people, they start fights, and it makes people unhealthy,
Yeah.
to be so angry all the time. And I think letting go, sometimes learning when to just go, it's not worth losing a
Yeah. Walk
friendship
away.
over, just walk
Walk
away.
away for a moment.
Yeah, because right now there's so many people that are so angry and so upset, and really maybe what you're angry and upset about isn't that so and so ate all the Doritos. It's like, Kara, you ate all the Doritos and
I might
I'm
be
really
upset about
upset.
that.
Unfriended. Like, no, like, is it worth losing your friendship over this? Probably not. And in the moment, you might think, yeah, I'm so mad that Carrie ate all the
Right.
Doritos. I am outraged.
Wow. Now I'm craving Doritos. I know. We're all going to be like getting
Ugh.
big bags of Doritos.
I know. I've been trying not to buy the stuff like that I eat like a crazy person. So I don't even have them in the house right now. Thank God.
And Laura has a comment, and she's absolutely right. And this is a challenge for people who are in leadership positions.
Oh yes. Let me see. I'm gonna go back because I have that screen up. Let's see, Laura. All of this would work great if those of us in leadership didn't have toxic people practically beating down our doors. It's true because they know you listen and they want to be
Right.
heard. I know I'm craving Doritos. I'm sorry. Everyone's gonna
We
be,
need to be sponsored. We need to be sponsored by Doritos.
yes, sponsored this minute
I
by
would,
Doritos. They could pay
I
us in
mean,
Doritos.
I'm
I would
totally
just,
shilling for them.
yes, I'll wear an outfit made of Doritos.
Hmm.
Going,
And I think when
um,
you're in those leadership positions and you're going to have um, stressors in one area of your life, you need to devote more self-care into other areas of your life so that you can balance that load.
that's right.
Oh, for sleep, we need to
Oh,
we
let me
need
go
to
back.
show a Minnesotan curse.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So this was actually not
This one's kind of
ironic.
funny. Okay. It's the WTF Twitter, right? So, replying to AOC, and we all know who that is. Good evening. Asking for an audit of an election is not treasonous or seditious. I hope you don't sleep well and are tired in the morning. Is
That
that
is
the most
like the most
Minnesota?
Minnesotan curse ever.
Good day, sir. I said good day.
That's right. That's totally what that is.
I'm like, oh, and people not from here would be like, that wasn't even mean. I
I
hope you
hope
don't
you don't
sleep
sleep
well.
well, and then you are tired In the
In the
morning,
morning. Ba, ba,
shake my
ba.
fist.
Oh, no, they wouldn't even shake their fists. They just, like,
No.
look at you and
No, they would not look at you. They
oh,
would look at
yeah.
their shoes at a 45-degree angle.
It's like, "Huh, not looking." Isn't
Yeah.
that the funniest thing?
I
Oh my
hope you don't sleep
god.
well and you are tired in the morning.
Oh my god. Yeah, we have that passive aggressive thing in Minnesota for those of you not from here, and, um, it's actually kinda mean, but we're really
Yeah.
subtle about it. So, sometimes somebody will say something and walk away, and it'll take you about 10 minutes, and you're like, "Hey! That was mean, wasn't it?" Yeah, it was. Of course, we're
Exactly.
also the people we're very stoic, so when we get angry, it's like a lifetime, and then
Yeah.
it will be because somebody took the wrong casserole dish or, you know, at the potluck, and they will never
Or they
forgive you.
put your hot dish to the back
Yeah, I'm like, "My shit's
on the
good."
table. They put yours to the back.
It's like, "You dissed me with the
Mhm.
potluck, and my food, no one hardly ate because you put it in a bad location."
Exactly.
It's
So, another area that you c yeah, it's passive passive, yeah, I know, yeah,
and the
it is.
backhanded well-wishing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So,
"That
and,
dress
like,
is
another
so cute
area I
in
think of
1990."
self-care is eating,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Right.
Because I mean, you are what you eat from your head to your feet.
It's very true.
So,
Um,
yeah, but yeah, so I mean, food is super, super important, and something I did for health, and I've been incorporating it into my life for a few years, and but I keep trying to get better at it, and I do each year. I do get better at it, and that is I have a big focus on eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. I try to
yeah.
do 4 cups of vegetables a day, 2 cups of fruit a day, and um, and I do that for health. But the other thing is, uh, you know, different food has different vitamins and minerals and all that kind of stuff, and antioxidants and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's even studies published that show there is a correlation between eating fruits and vegetables and having a more positive outlook.
Oh,
Now, I'm
yeah.
not saying that's causation; it could be correlation.
No.
But I mean, they know that, like, so if you eat like your blues and purples, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that aids digestion. It can
Mhm.
lower your cholesterol, it boosts your immune system, things like that. So red foods have lycopene in it. Um, your leafy greens,
Mm,
they also manage blood pressure. They boost your cognitive function. So, there's things to do with that. There's also herbs and spices,
right. The
which
special
some of us
blend.
take in, yeah, some of it special blend. Some of us take it in like a supplement, right? Yes, it is always sponsored by my colon.
Yes, eat your fruits and
Everything
vegetables.
I do is sponsored by my colon.
Well, yes, and it's
Yes.
good to take care of that sucker, you know?
Yes, yes, it is. It is all about that. But yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
like, so if you look at cinnamon and,
Yeah.
uh, cinnamon is really good in meat dishes. I'm just saying, people.
Oh, yeah.
But that reduces it helps manage blood sugar levels, right?
It does.
Helps your heart. You have turmeric, different things like that,
Inflam
mushroom.
inflammation and that sort of stuff in your body, which causes problems,
And I know, Heather, like, you've looked into mushrooms a ton.
mushrooms are one of the best things you can eat, and you don't even have to get all the expensive weird ones like I do. You can get, like, your grocery store mushrooms, and they have so many benefits.
Just your
So,
buttons. Yep.
you eat mushrooms every week, every day if you can. I mean, they're delicious anyway. When people say they don't like them, I'm like, "You're not eating them right then."
Well, and when they talk about your gut, like your whole digestive system, it is talked about as your second brain because it has as much neural material as your actual brain.
Isn't
And
that crazy?
it
That's
is crazy.
awesome.
And it functions separately from your brain. So your brain is like I will just have, like your brain's like, oh, I got to do all this other stuff. So I'm going to delegate all these activities and regulations to your gut. And the gut's like, no problem, bro, got you. So if you take care of your gut, it does affect your mood. And they have found this little gross
Yep.
warning, little gross.
Uh-oh.
They have found for people who have severe depression, if they do a fecal transplant, which means they take someone else's poop and put it way up your butt.
Oh, I was like gonna say you don't have to eat it, do you?
No. But if they do a fecal transplant from someone who does not have depression, the person like
they can totally change you from the inside out.
It does.
Popo
It severely lessens the depression. If a person has extreme anxieties, if they have OCD behaviors, they've been able to cure that with fecal transplants.
It sounds kind of gross, but I mean, like the body works in mysterious ways.
Oh, David, you are so quick. Good job. Good job. Right. Those ladies were just trying to cure each other of depression.
Yeah, they had a good intention.
The 2 girls, 1 cup.
How did you think, Kara, you're obsessed with this. This is at least the second time you've mentioned this on our show. I know. So, but they have good intentions. They wanted to cure depression.
They do. And so like
to
have a healthy gut. And when you eat more, oh, Pat, I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Mark knows. When you feed your gut, right? So you're eating those fruits and vegetables, you're eating fermented foods, that kind of thing. Also, if you have a teaspoon of xylitol a day, which is very good for you as well.
It's an artificial sweetener.
It is. It is an artificial sweetener. Well, kind of artificial. It's birch. It's made from birch, right? Yeah. So if you have xylitol, if you do all those things that feed your gut, you can change how your brain operates. You can.
Wow. I think I'm all for self-experimentation, especially for the good.
Exactly. And food can also help your sleep. I was doing a smoothie in the morning because I was like, I'm going to do smoothies, right? And I was doing a smoothie in the morning. But then I read that foods like banana and a lot of like chia seeds, different things like that you normally put in a smoothie, those are actually better to have at night because they have that same thing, that tryptophan as turkey. And so it helps your sleep. And so they're like, don't do your smoothie in the morning. Have your smoothie in the evening.
Oh, weird. How is that working for you?
Just started that tonight. So.
Oh, okay. I was like, you'll have to keep us updated because
I will. I know. I'm like,
I thought you weren't supposed to eat at night, like before bed. I thought it would like you could have upset tummy or something. I don't know.
I don't think you're supposed to like slam it and jump in bed.
So, go to sleep. Bam.
Right. But have it in the evening. And
yeah, I think that'll be. I mean, because I love smoothies. I'm a big fan of green drinks, and anything you can get more vegetables in your life, you should. Xylitol mints.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
And that's actually good for your mouth too, because xylitol, it kills bad bacteria, and so it's like good for your teeth and fights gum disease.
It is. It's really good if you have gum disease or gingivitis or that kind of stuff.
You'll
want to do xylitol gum.
You might have an AOC night, like no sleep.
No sleep for you.
Turtles with wine, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mix it.
No, probably not.
Although I don't do dairy, so I don't do dairy in my smoothies.
Yeah, I don't either. I feel like
it grosses me out.
I actually usually do kind of vegan smoothies. So I mean, like I do add I do have what is it, collagen peptides, which is actually bovine cows. So that's I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I do like meat, but I think that eating more vegetables is good for everyone. Yeah. So if you're a super meat eater, a smoothie at least kind of tastes like you're having a dessert drink or something if you do it right.
I think so too, and that's also kind of so I figure I'm gonna do that after dinner, so it's kind of like a dessert.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, because then you're like, you get something a little. I mean, if you like put stuff like apples in it or something, it tastes a little sweet, but you get more fiber. I don't know.
Dates?
Dates are really good. You got to be careful though. You overdo them, might have some issues. Yeah, you gotta plan it. You gotta you find your happy center and you go from there, as they say. Don't overdo it. I know a lot of people think like, oh, I'm gonna exercise and I'm gonna do all of it, So then
Right.
they do like CrossFit and yoga and run, and then they get hurt, and then they're laid up for 2 months, and it's like they would have been better if they went slower, or
Yeah.
or you're on a diet and you like, I'm just gonna drink water and rice cakes and that's all I'm gonna have. And yeah, and then you go crazy, like you gotta find the middle, oh man,
Exactly.
you're gonna make me read Mark Bendixson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it dissolves. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I every once in a while, like in the winter, I've been known to be a mouth breather when I'm sleeping. So I don't know, and you get dry, but lately not as much. I have Invisalign, so for some weird reason that my mouth is shut all the time now. Much to my husband's happiness, because I'm probably snoring or something stupid when my mouth's open. So quiet, peaceful sleep for everyone. I'm gonna have to see what David Nick posted because it's like a link and I can't go there right now. But Whole30 is a snap. I do at least 2 months a year. Whole30 is very healthy, and you can kind of find out what
Yeah.
your food sensitivities are too by doing that as well. I think that's brilliant.
I think the big thing about self-care is to make sure that it's tailored to your life. Because like you can look on Instagram or you can look online, all this kind of stuff, and they're like, this is what it is to be, self-care. But it has to be incorporated in your life. It has to fit with what you want. I mean, so lately when I've been thinking about self-care, I try to break it up into kind of 3 things. And the first one is, what is something every day that's going to bring me joy?
Yeah.
Just, something that, gives me purpose, makes me smile, whatever. And for me, that's gardening.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't like to do a lot of big gardening. I don't like to weed and all that kind of stuff, but I like to futz with plants a little bit, right? I like to look at them and admire them. I like to actually work.
You have such a beautiful garden too, and your plants are so happy, and they you can tell they're loved.
Not my ferns.
But they are so big. I don't know.
Not anymore. They are dying a horrible death.
Oh,
We're going to be replacing them with like ever-blooming rose bushes.
Oh, that'll be so nice.
We'll be doing that. The other thing is something that brings order into your life.
Yeah.
Because I hate anymore when I go into different parts of the house or, my office or that kind of stuff, and it's just freaking chaos. That drives me nuts. And if it's a mess, I instantly feel unhappy and stressed and all that kind of stuff. And so I've been going through, and it's just like one tiny thing a day organizing. Like today's thing of organizing, I actually had 2. I organized my entry closet, which didn't take long. It was like 30 minutes. The other thing was I ordered drawer organizers for my socks and underwear and bras. Where they have those slots.
I actually don't have that, and that would be a really good idea because everything's all like bleh.
So I mean, like, because I have a drawer where everything's just shoved in, and so I'm always digging.
Yeah.
So I just I got those and I dropped everything into their appropriate slot, and I'm like, this is awesome. I love this. So I mean, that's something that brings order to your life. Because we got so much chaos and screaming and everything going on. To have a little order is good.
And you know, like there's like this like whole spectrum of what order can mean to you. I mean, some
Yes.
people are very organized, and other people, you know, like maybe just being able to have stuff in your fridge where you can find it. Going through
Exactly.
and getting rid of stuff, you're like, I know there's got to be some old crap in here, and all of a sudden you're like, ah, now I'm not gonna growing penicillin anymore, and I feel better.
Yeah. And I've been doing the like spring cleaning 30-day challenge,
Oh yeah, I
which,
saw
and
that.
I'm
That one's
not going
intense.
crazy on it. Like the thing today was to do all your closets. Well, I can't do all my closets, but I could do one closet,
Yeah,
and that was totally fine.
yeah.
Totally
I
fine.
mean,
But
if
it's
you did
nice to go through that.
if you had it every month too, like if you
Yeah,
just did a different closet once a month, I mean,
exactly.
how awesome would your house be? Like at the end of the year, it'd be like perfect.
I know, I know. And then the other thing is something that gives you a sense of mastery or accomplishment. Like you are doing Duolingo.
Oh yeah, every day I do, and it's only like 10 minutes, but
Yeah,
I have my app on my phone, and I learn new words every day. I'm not like great, but I feel like, you know, like it's kind of gamified, so like
yeah,
you're doing it, and then you're competing against other people, and it's kind of fun. And then I know in my mind there's this ultimate goal of me and Andy are gonna go to Portugal and go see some like go there, and I can maybe know some words when I go there. How cool will that be? So it makes me happy when I do it.
yeah,
Even though
yeah,
it's work. It's work, but at the same time it's like I feel like I accomplished something every day
yeah.
like that.
And and one other tip about self-care is schedule it. I put it in my day planner. I
It's
put
a good
something in
idea.
that's going to bring me joy, something that's going to bring organization into my life that I can complete and check off in just a very short period of time so that I have that got something done and it looks amazing and I love it. Um,
I saw two apps where they, you know, like if you're a phone kind of person,
yes,
I think there's one called Streaks.
I'm paper.
Oh, and you know, I totally think whatever works. Like for me, I like post-it notes and I write what I want and then like I throw it away because I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing Duolingo Spanish.
Hmm.
I'm doing Portuguese. So yes, I mean like, oh yes. Oh, see, David Nick. Mm. Yeah, but I mean like, oh, I got totally thrown off because you know, it's just like having things that bring you joy and having a goal towards it. It
Yeah,
makes a huge difference in my happiness.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm just
So,
thinking, you know, like and writing things down, it doesn't matter how you do it as long as you keep it kind of like
see, and for me, like
organized.
the physical act of writing it down is important. When I do things electronically,
It doesn't feel real,
mm-mm.
you know.
I mean, that's just me.
I like the okay, like I like electronic because then I always have it with me, and if I just do that at the time, and then I'm like I keep track of it. Like I'm a tracking person, so I have like my Fitbit, I have my like my phone with my I count calories, so like having to-do lists where I check things off on that is fine, but you know, oh, I don't know.
Oh, so we're getting
Oh,
in the last 15 minutes. So I want people to start, because at the end of the show, we always do one awesome thing. So that's where we share one awesome thing that happened this week. It can be something small, something big, doesn't matter. Uh, but just sharing something that was, you know, good that happened in your life this week. And then we all get to enjoy it with each other. So put it in the comments so
yeah.
that we can pop it up on the screen. Let us know what your one awesome thing was. And we have good news to share.
Oh my god, it's so good, and
Shocking.
it's shocking and kind of freaking awesome, and I can't believe it happened, but it did. So I am like we have a super fan. Oh my god, guys, we you know that Patreon thing I talk about like every
That,
week.
that we've been talking about for almost a year.
And I actually checked it because I'm like, no one's ever going to do this. And guess what? It happened. And you know what?
We have a Patreon.
We have a Patreon. Woo! Sorry.
We're professionals now. I'm just gonna say we're professional
paid
podcasters.
Yes. So we gotta share who it is, and I will say thank you. Travis Mitchell.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You are our very first supporter.
And this is actually a picture of Travis. No.
Yes. Thank you, Travis.
He is the Highlander, and he is, he's lived forever. So there can only be one Travis, and he is our first. And you're the best, dude. Thank you so much for doing this. I will say it made my whole year. This is the best thing that's happened this year.
Yes, Heather and I were jumping up and down, and there may have been squeeing. I'm just saying.
There was so much squeeing, and I mean, I was so hooray for a Patreon! This is a huge accomplishment for Sweet Subversives. We were doing it for fun before, but now, it's on. It's real. So thank you, Travis. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And Kara and I, now we have to rethink our whole, maybe there's special stuff we should do for our Patreon people, right? Because I'm that'll never happen. But it has.
It has.
So we'll get back to you guys on ideas, but Travis, you're always going to be invited since you're the first and most special of our super fans that you really believe in us. They like us. They really, really like us. I love that. So that is the best news ever.
Ooh, David has a nice one.
Oh, wait, I didn't see anything. Oh, I see. Here we go. David bought his wife a new car stereo. Oh, and we'll be installing that. You know how to install a car stereo? That is awesome. Oh my God. He gets to wash the cup. Oh, David, you're never going to let this go, are you? The Doritos cup, maybe that'll be a special thing. Join our Patreon. It's almost like an OnlyFans, and we're going to eat Doritos.
It'd just be crunching.
Cookie Monster, or an ASMR one. People will be like, oh, they're crunchy.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So cheers, man. That is just awesome. And I'm thrilled and beyond thrilled.
So other than the Patreon, did you have anything awesome that happened this week?
Did I?
I know it's been a long, hard week.
Oh Lord, no! If I did, I don't remember it right now because I'm super obsessed with the Patreon thing. But I have been I've been doing a lot of webinars, but I've just for me being able to play with technology. StreamYard got bought by what is the place called? It's really an interesting new site that does online conferences. So I'm trying to figure out if our membership or whatever, or StreamYard stuff is going to mean we could do a Kara Heather Sweet Subversives conference. So I mean, yeah, I haven't even told Kara this. We could do a conference, Kara, but I don't know if it comes with our our paid subscription or not. So I'm gonna have to find out. Pat, I'm so jealous. Real movie theater. I haven't been to one.
She went to Scottyland, went to a real movie theater.
I love movie theaters. That's one thing I really want to have come back.
I think our movie theater died.
Did it? I think they're all going to die.
They died.
Oh, so yeah, he says Trump was impeached. I don't know if anything's going to happen with that because they said the Senate had to do an inquiry or something.
Yeah, they're not going to do jack
They're not going to. I mean, it's a week. They're not going to do anything in a week. But it was just basically, yeah, he's impeached twice. That was interesting, but nothing's going to happen.
Here's the thing. He'll probably dig it because he's in the history books for that.
Oh my god, yeah. I
I'm
don't
just saying.
like the best they can hope for is like he goes out overseas and then they just like kick him out of the country or something. He's like, don't come back. Uh Fire Kitchen. Oh, I need to like look that up. So Mark Bendixson says, but ASMR Fire Kitchen is epic for relaxing. I think I need more relaxation this year, so
Yeah.
I'm open to that.
So my awesome thing is I got my election certificate.
I
I
saw
got my bona
that.
fides. I'm all official and everything. I got my election certificate that I was reelected and sworn in, and
It's all official, baby.
I'm all official.
That is so awesome.
So that was that. I mean, that was pretty exciting.
I watched
It was
that.
pretty exciting. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean, we talked a little bit about it last week when you had your
Yeah,
like the Mockingjay, and I was like, yay! But seeing you actually get your certificate, that was really cool.
yeah, yeah. And seeing all these other libertarians getting theirs that's been pretty incredible.
It's so cool. I mean, like
Yeah, Pat, anytime one of us is elected, she's like, "Oh, my sympathies."
my sympathies. So sorry. Well, it's a lot of hard work, and thank you for being out there and doing the hard work, Kara. We need more people like you. We do. And the thing is,
And I started fundraising for the regional training for our candidates and campaign teams.
is that
They're
starting next week? Is that
So
coming up soon?
the fundraising started this week,
Oh, okay.
and it's being done by region. So as a region hits their fundraising goal, we schedule them.
Okay, so
And
they'll be first.
I think one of the regions has hit 20%, and I think they hit that in like a day. So that was pretty
Yeah.
good. I know, and we have 5 of them that are over 10%. So I mean, it's going really well. Like it went really well right from the get-go. So hopefully we can get those regions funded, and then I get to go out there and we're going to do a weekend like campaign boot camp with 5 different instructors. It's going to be
Oh,
freaking wild. So
that's gonna be so awesome. And I know every time you've done training, it's been really good and you love it. So I hope you get to do all of the trainings.
yes.
Like send Kara everywhere. Except I don't really want you to go everywhere because I want you around. But at the same time, it's fun. I
You
love
should start
travel.
going with me.
I should.
You
If they just
should.
because if they actually just keep us working virtually forever, I mean, they're not gonna. I'm gonna work
Especially on
one
the
day a
weekend
week.
anyway.
Yeah, I could just go away. Like if I work like one day a week, and I could just spend the rest of the week traveling.
God knows airfare right now is dirt cheap.
It is. I know. Like, and I'm not afraid. I mean, honestly, I'm not really afraid. So I feel like you do the precautions, you can go everywhere. Oh my God. Glad to see with my
Oh,
own eyes how far you brought the LP. Keep that
that
up.
is so sweet.
I know. It's really
Thank
nice.
you.
Yes, Carrie, you do awesome. I like it. Oh, so yes, I think those are kind of awesome things. Anybody else have any more sharing? Let's see. I'm looking through my list. Oh yes, checking it twice.
Oh my God, yeah, Vegas hotel rates.
Oh, I haven't been to Vegas forever. I think that would be super fun. Oh,
Yeah,
is it Reno? Like, are we going to? Is it next year? No, is it the
next
year
year,
after?
2022 is
2022.
Reno.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's 2021 right now. So 2022 is
All
Reno,
right. They say it is 2021 right now.
but it's a
I do not believe
22
it.
part two.
Yeah.
It's
We're on an addendum to
yeah,
2020.
it's bonkers. Oh, I just think we need to end like that. 2020 needs to stop. It needs to just be done with that.
I just can't stop. I just can't stop.
Can't stop, can't stop the beat. No, there's so many songs that have "Stop in the name of love." Oh, over winter break.
Well, and that's the thing, Debbie, in looking at meeting in Vegas over winter break, but then everything got really tight.
Yes.
So we kind of waited.
I know, but we will. We will.
But yeah, but Debbie, maybe we should start looking at fairs again.
Yeah.
Because we could look in the spring.
Yeah. I think things are going to start opening up.
I mean, they just did like the shit ton of travel advisories over, because we were looking at December.
Yeah.
Early December. And then they did this shit ton of travel advisories and all that kind of stuff. So, but no, we can definitely start peaking again, because I bet the flights and the hotels are like dirt right now.
Yeah.
So let's take a peek.
Yay. That would be a good thing. I think.
Well, and I've seen round trip airfares for like $40 and $50.
Yeah, right? I can do that. Oh man, round trip Vegas 99. Oh yeah, they're starting to come back, dude, though. I saw like a deal. Well, Spirit, it depends. Like I have
Go
one of these,
Spirit.
yeah, I have a coat that has a million pockets, and then you just take a little under the seat bag. Like you go for a long weekend and you don't need much stuff. You just go to Vegas for like $60 and then find a cheap room. Everybody like all crashes out. It'd be super
And I know
fun.
people bag on Spirit, but I don't care. Like I do not pay for my seats, and I bring like that tiny little bag, and that's all I bring. And
Kara is the master of small bags.
I do not care.
No, you don't need to have much. And if you like pack and mix and match your stuff so it kind of goes together.
The key is one color.
Yeah, wear a lot of black and then have like a couple accessories. Yes. No one will know. Plus, like most of the people who see you don't know that you wore the same thing yesterday. And you
backpacking, that's right, Travis.
Backpacking.
That's all I take. And my husband and I went overseas. We only took a backpack, and it was a small backpack.
Oh, rent a car. That would work too. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Kara is the Tetris queen. She packs and like you can get everything in there. I know. We went camping and I remember there was like somebody had like a thing across them and they like you can ride with us, but like there's so much stuff in there. Like it was awesome.
We have gone camping, and I have a Toyota Yaris, which is a tiny car. I mean, tiny.
It is small.
And I fit in that car not only all our camping gear and tents, but for Heather and I fit in 2 bathtubs
I know.
that we could fit in.
It was off the hook.
And a table in between so we could have snacks while we were bathing.
I remember that. That was awesome. We bring a lot of stuff camping, probably more than most people, because glamping, right? So yes, but it was so worth it. Oh my god, that's what I want to do.
Camping is my self-care.
We need to do that this year. I don't even care if there's a pandemic.
Something I do. You know, I look forward to it. I enjoy the planning of it. I enjoy being there. I enjoy every part of it. Like I get months of enjoyment out of a single camping trip. So that is my self-care.
We're doing it this year. We're camping. We'll have something elaborate too. Have a big dinner party or something. It will be awesome. So yes, we're gonna make this year better. Even though it is like 2020 part 2, it's gonna be like the good stuff that is gonna be coming is gonna wipe out all this crappy shit at the beginning. I believe it. And we had we had enough stuff that we could have kept talking for 8 hours. I just realized we barely touched into self-care. And
we could broadcast from the tubs. We could totally do that.
Yeah. Like
I'm game to do that.
We strategically do things sometimes like for shots, you know, like we've taken pictures of your future daughter-in-law taking a shower outside, not naked. She was in a swimsuit, but for your book. So, I mean, like we know how to like shoot scenes. So it looks appropriate. So don't worry. We can, we just need to find a signal. That's the only hard part when we're camping. I know that. But anyway, we're out of time. Can you believe that?
I know. It always goes so quick.
It does. Thank you guys so much for today.
And I will tell you that this show is my self-care, because interacting with all of you guys and hanging out with Heather,
Yeah.
this is something I look forward to all week. And I mean, it just lifts me up every week, every week.
It's awesome. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of love here. And I feel like that makes it so, I never worry about it, even if we were
When
like,
we
what
get
are we
off,
doing?
Mark, we're going to go watch that.
Oh yeah. We're gonna totally
We're going to
do
go watch
bum
that.
bum bum
All of
bum
you,
bum bum.
go
I
watch.
can feel it come. Oh my god. Oh, and by the way, if you want to be like Travis Mitchell, you can support Sweet Subversives
Yes.
too. We have a Patreon account, and I guess people can like give us money. One of the
Yes.
first things
I
we're
know, and
gonna
I'm
do.
excited because, yeah, it's gonna be a microphone.
It's gonna be a microphone for Kara
Oh my
because, like,
God.
really, I
I don't
feel
have
like
to be
you're
the
my
AT&T lady anymore.
yes, yes. I was gonna say you're my AT&T customer service
Uh,
lady, but the nicest one I know. So
right.
eventually you can have a microphone too. It'll be
Yeah.
awesome. So yes, support us, and we will figure out ways to make it worth your while. Ooh, it sounds dirty, but it's not. So we love you guys. Have a great week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye bye.